The race committee, we have completed the wind sampling, and this race is live.
So we are good to go for this fourth race between Rossa Prada Pirelli and New York Yacht Club's American Magic. The Italians will come in on port at 2 minutes and 10 seconds. The Americans on starboard at 2 minutes. And to echo what Francesco Bruni said post-race, when we were looking at how good that boat is, he said, she's back. And boy, does she look like she's back.
Both teams looking on time for their entries.
At some stage.
A little more breeze now than before.
Got you good.
A little more chop, so expect to see some looseness, some high speeds, nearly 50 knots.
All good. Coming down.
Good pace, yeah. They came in hot, didn't they? But they are in clean.
No problem.
Luna Rossa into the start box.
Okay, rolling down. Or down.
Green
here
light
two,
for American
one,
Magic in a
down.
must-win situation.
And turning. Staying on two.
Gonna keep the speed there.
Okay.
Stay on two and follow his line. Yeah, copy.
His Jeep, please. Twisty side up here.
Just below him
Message
here.
is all out.
Yeah, and his line's fine, I think. No problems
he's
here.
boards behind
Yeah,
us.
this is good. Okay,
Nice calm
pinhead
heads
favoured
on
by
board
40
American
metres
Magic,
at the
yeah.
moment.
55, pen.
Okay, showing
Coming
low
down
here.
here.
Okay.
Running low inside.
What are we thinking?
Tom's next to be painting the picture, talking it through.
Bye.
Holding here, he goes for the jibe. Okay, we can attack up.
Hey, milking.
Milking as much as you can.
Okay, so Luna Rossa will
It's taking
coast
around.
as far as they can down the boundary there.
Potential
American
reroll
Magic
is good, okay?
will roll into attack.
Hey, coming up hard, boys.
We are on ley line here.
Similar scenarios last
Roll
time.
or
Yeah,
put pressure on Luna Rossa, and Luna Rossa
He's on board.
potentially trying to hold them out above that committee boat ley line.
Both boats currently on the
21.
ley line.
Action a bit here, so I'm just going to turn down on two.
Lots of time left,
Turning
50
down hard.
seconds.
Yeah, copy. You will see him on the window.
Not to get 20 to kill, okay?
8 pin.
10 pin.
Okay, I think there's going to be a gap. Okay, I think there's going to be a gap here. 18 boat. Turning up hard. 10 boat.
Pin 6 or pin 5?
All the way up. 9 boat.
We are pretty much a racing pin.
Tram up.
Coming hard to close this up. 20.
Tom's there still on the time to
7
kill
boat.
and racing to the pin end of the line.
It's early.
Thompson's been hoping just to get in there to the right.
Third time. Order.
Okay, we can start the slow edging
boys.
from here.
Okay, coming down now.
Hey, here we go.
Starting to roll down.
Both boats early.
Big oil, okay, guys?
Full speed at this. We'll get a better
You'll see
trigger
the
film.
boat speeds here just start rocketing as they accelerate down to 90-degree reaching.
Big push here.
Quite loose there on Luna Rossa.
We are a go on the fourth race between Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli and American Magic.
Nicely controlled by American Magic. Beautiful start.
Converging higher and faster.
Yeah, we're going a little higher more than you are.
Very good mode, guys. Bit higher,
Locking in best
same
we can
speed.
here. You're 100.
This is working, okay?
Copy.
There's pressure on the bow. Copy.
The Americans will
He's
be able to
getting a
hold
little
all
stronger.
the way to the boundary here if they want to, although a slight gain to the Italians.
Pressing. And it's
Same speed, same
we're
height.
happy to just
Hey, we got a little
attack
build
under.
down there.
Just struggling for
Be a little
speed.
build, or do you think it's
He's
good?
getting stronger every time. It's almost leading.
Stop.
Yeah, I know, I got you. Okay, he's
Got it.
Okay, we're matching board.
Think about the
I've got
quality
it.
of the
3,
deck.
5, 2, 1, all
1,
down.
and board, or down. And turning here.
All clear on him, normal build.
Okay, normal build.
Both boats sailing in clear air here.
Your eyes.
Hey, lock her in there. Yeah.
AMG here. Okay, coming up to target speed now.
No threat to leeward, just the normal mode.
Really even performance here by both boats, Shirley. It's just a slight gain
Going up a
there.
touch.
Starting tight to leeward for the
We are
Italian
even under
team.
speed, okay?
Just a slight advantage at the moment, so
Yeah, I think
the Italians are going
Keep
to
some height.
be in a dominant
target's
position here if
pretty
they
good,
can hold all the way to
okay?
boundary.
39, 40, looks nice.
Nice and easy, boys. Lock it in.
Luna Rossa trying to
We can at least get us
forward.
across.
Get a good position
let's
for
get
the
to
next
open
time.
course before we go back if we don't feel confident of getting him. Yeah, I don't think
Very
we will.
similar.
Yeah. We'll get. Yeah, we're just coming into open course now.
40 feet X.
I think we hit him, make him pay.
Okay.
On board with Chase 0B. Just nice, even start between these two.
Don't go too much.
Yeah, an even start, but what impressed me is how Luna Rossa still reduced the gauge before they got to that left-hand ley line, and then when the boats tacked, out of the tack, Luna Rossa, to me, accelerated a little bit better, and that's pushed them into a strong advantage in that weather position as they go over, setting up for the next cross.
Pretty much as you'd expect, Luna Rossa
Got 50 on starboard.
putting the foot on the throat. American Magic.
Now I think we go straight one and in.
Good numbers, you can edge right, yeah.
American Magic nowhere really to go.
Very happy with this one. 39 is good.
Stand by. Forward down here in 3, 2, 1. Big. Turning. No group. Steady.
16 seconds to ley line.
Gust here. Plenty of pressing.
Costly, there's extra manoeuvres.
High five feels good there.
Around about 7 to 8 knots of
8
boat
seconds
speed
to ley line.
loss, even in these conditions. So going from full power to full power.
3, 2, a little further. 1, and 1 down.
Boat's going through the eye of the wind there. No power, back into the power again of the rig. So it's basically a big lift off the accelerator as you're going up a hill, effectively, like you would be in a car, and then you have to put your foot flat to the floor again and rebuild the
issue with him.
speed. So
He's going left.
You can put your microphone a bit lower, Lucas. That'd be
Bruno Rossa Prada Pirelli with an almost identical track to the first race. They said 1 and in, and it was 1 and in last time. It's 1 and in this time. And American Magic appear to have just gained a little bit on that upwind leg, but it will be Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli at the top gate for the first time. They'll take that left mark as you see it, right for them. And American Magic will take the opposing mark and follow them around. Only 6 seconds, nothing.
got 30 on the battle there.
still a really tight race here, and a really nice rounding there from the Americans.
Will not be too far.
Race boat indicating that there's just a slight advantage to the Italian team. But a lot more pressure on the bottom of the course at the moment near that bottom gate, so both teams having to execute clean sailing at max performance. James right there.
That's sorry.
Well and truly on the red line.
Down here. Yeah, nice.
Over 500 watts some of these manoeuvres, so absolutely no rest for these guys.
Nice rider here.
James right, a rower, of course. Used to sit backwards.
Right, this is a 204, so average.
Thoughts, and that the heads of these 4 helmsmen are completely different. Luna Rossa in the advantageous position of being 3-0. And American Magic trying to find that elusive first win in the Louis Vuitton Cup semi-finals.
Okay.
Pressure coming in close.
We have to decide if to go one and in, which is a little... I would go safe to leave one. Yeah.
They need to just trim it down a little bit. Take your offset out, Lucas. It feels a bit skittish. Okay, 0. Yeah.
Perhaps up, okay.
Okay, he drives back. More pressure here.
Technical down.
Yeah, we're gonna, I think we're just going to be patient.
Italian team just doing a nice consolidation drive there just to make sure they take the same turn as the Americans there.
Saying that this is a left gate favour.
Good speed.
This is the race committee. We are moving the windward gate, shortening the course to 1.9 nautical miles and shifting the axis to 205.
Is the ley line approaching, Jimmy?
American Magic have done well here to keep this tight.
A little further.
Question sitting in my head is, how do they get back into this, Glenn?
One down.
Well, they're certainly not giving up the chase. That is 100% sure, and they just need to keep it tight, keep the pressure on the Italian team.
Just want him to think that
which they're doing a really good job.
Hang on, a little favour to the right, so I think we're just the right turn here.
With left turn being on face.
Setting up.
Okay, a little increase in pressure.
Will be a board up after
One
the
board.
jump, and then board down for
There we go, one board down there.
Copy. Not long here.
one board, okay?
Okay, stand by.
Tiny bit further.
Put down here in 3.
Going leeward from out. Fluid hill.
I think you Red Bull Racing coming into that gate. Look at that, just over 43 knots at the bottom. They take the left-hand mark as you see it. Whoa, it's rough out there.
That's a big skid there, using the bustle to grip the boat. You see the wash of the Italians there. It's not their best rounding. They'll be wishing they had to go on the 2-board option there, but they didn't, took it on.
Everything you got, boys, we need it.
Much tighter rounding by the Americans. They're back in the game.
Little moments. That's what the Cup is all about, little moments.
Just all that mass inertia trying to go in a straight line around those corners, just asking too much of those skinny little foils to take that extra load.
3, 2, 1 board. Turning.
On board the chase boat for American Magic coach Tom Burnham rejoins us. Gaines, Tom Gaines must be feeling a little bit confident.
Well, it's always good to get around the leeward mark and have a good rounding, so that definitely helps. It's you can see how hard it is. We're both got caught up on it today so far, so you know it's nice to hopefully capitalize on a little mistake, but they're still sailing really well, those guys in Luna Rossa, so it's a tough one. Keep battling.
Do you feel you can get them?
Oh yeah, definitely feel like we can get them, no question. We're definitely in this game, and we just gotta get a point up on the board here, hopefully, and keep working hard tomorrow.
Hey, coach, the boat looks like it's going well. What did you say to them at half-time?
They just you know, reinforcing a little bit of the modes they were sailing and how the speed's upwind, and then just talking about how they're maneuvering well and just to keep working on it. But you know, made a little adjustment on that leeward mark rounding timings on how things were going, and it seemed to work out well there. The guys did a nice left turn with 2 boards.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you.
20 to boundary.
Yeah, copy.
Ghost boat options here on the simulator.
That feels like
13 to boundary.
Not too much on offer there.
Put down here in 3, 2, 1. And turning. No board up.
Board not going, guys.
Yeah, there it is.
Sure, one of the design criteria that the American team have looked at, obviously going for the recumbent cycling position, but it's just the low profile hull being able to be a little wider on the cant and a little lower on their ride height compared to some of the other teams. So these slightly windier conditions, I think, potentially can suit the Americans
I would say my
quite
own
well.
race here.
Let's go to chase 0 with Peter Less. So the Americans much better in this race, Pete. Do you think they can haul them in? It's not that, there's not much between them.
It's really solid on the right. We go back there.
Teams are evenly matched. Look, this is coming down to those small meters. After that top mark rounding first time, American Magic had a touch-and-go touchdown, which was a little bit costly for them, which took out the delta to 11 seconds at the bottom mark. But then Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli did that skid. So that was really 2 little errors by both teams that pulled it all back together. But I've still got a speed advantage to Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli on the second woman to beat.
Thinking now we would be
Okay, we'll go here. Stand by. 2, 1, board down.
Italians just working hard to try and lock this race down and not let the Americans wriggle free.
2, 1, up 1. Going flat the rear here.
Okay, he's 1 and in for us, guys. 5 seconds to lane.
Nice, stand by.
A little longer.
3,
No.
2, 1.
Nice one, guys.
Hey, good course.
Cyclors doing their job for Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli.
Birding heel.
We've reached the halfway point in this fourth race between Luna Rossa and American Magic. And it will be the Italians that get around that mark and head down for leg number 4. In come the Americans. Hanging in there. Hanging in there.
Big push, guys. Go hard, guys. Go hard. Good angle, Tom. No.
Asking for more from the cyclists. Big manoeuvres, these.
Those guys absolutely valve bouncing there.
Stand by.
They're ready for a new set of piston and rings after this race, for sure.
We talk about efficiency of racing execution today, but we've seen already one small error. They made an error, American Magic, in the opening race at that bottom gate, cost them dearly. Will we see the same from Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli? Will they make an error? That is skid in the last rounding. Still not much between these two boats.
The Luna Rossa team will be looking out the window going, these guys just aren't going away. Still putting a lot of pressure on the Italians, American Magic. So one little wobble or slip up here by the Italians, and we'll see a pass, so they have to keep sailing the boat well.
We're on the longboard here, guys. 1:20 this way.
American Magic on the right jibe. They look great, BMG here.
8 lengths behind, gents. Keep working.
Bit of pressure now. Now we're in big breeze. We'll just see what this angle is.
Both teams now well into foil cavitation zones. So
25 to
those aerial shots will
25.
show those skinny little foils right on the limit as well of what they're capable of doing.
20 seconds to ley line. This is good.
Much pressure is.
Oh.
Pressure looks like it's going to hold.
10 seconds to ley line.
Prima. No lower.
Okay, stand by. Happy?
Yeah.
2, 1.
Beautiful job by the Italians there. They'll be happy with that. Absolute textbook.
Around left gate.
A nice job on American Magic as well. So
a little bit of a faster.
both boats absolutely boosting down to the bottom here. The Italians 47 knots of boat speed.
Old Mallin's got the smallest of rudders.
Yeah.
Lingy Red Bull Racing. Look at that, almost 48 coming into the bottom mark to complete leg number 4. They've got to manhandle the 7-tonner around the mark, and they do it just like that. Looks easy. No, it's not. In comes American Magic. Both boards down, playing it safe in these conditions. And away they go. Leg number 5, 2 to go.
Against the Americans on that downwind, Shirley. Absolutely foot flat to the floor, ripping through the gears. Ghost boat here, showing the American team slight gain there, a little more pressure and potentially better angle out on this left-hand side. So this race far from over. If they can just keep the foot flat on the floor and keep the grip in the water, they'll be in the hunt. Keep the pressure on the Italians.
We're closer, the closest we've been all race, guys. We're in this. Okay, he's coming back, he's across. It's close.
Let's go on Luna Rossa's chase boat, Coach Philippe Presti. This one's a little bit tighter, Philippe.
Yeah, indeed, very tight. And we did a little bit of mistake the previous bottom mark, and that cost us a couple of seconds. And now they're back in the hunt, USA. We don't want to do any mistakes because they're going to be on us for sure.
I'd love to know what you're looking at.
At the moment, I'm looking at the boat just in front of me.
Okay.
Where we're watching. Obviously, we have information about the wind on the field, and we're listening to the comms and try to see if there's any dysfunction in the decision process, and so I need to watch the breeze, watch the boat, and that's what I'm doing.
Philippe, just listening to the comms from the boat, I mean, big ask on the cyclers. It feels they're right on the limit of having enough oil to be able to execute the maneuvers. How on the edges?
Yeah, indeed. Pretty much at the bottom mark when we did a 2-1 board roundup, and that was really unstable. When the boat gets unstable, you have to stabilize the boat with the sails, and that's where you ask a lot for the grinders, the cyclers, because you need everything to resettle the boat and have the boat in a proper setting. So yeah, this is really tricky. The power level is just at the edge.
Appreciate the insights, Philippe.
You're welcome.
I've got to say, we're pretty privileged to talk to the coaches while they're trying to look at what's going on, and their chargers are charging up the race course on leg number 5 of 6.
He's out now.
Literally only seconds now in this race, so the Americans 100% breathing down the neck of the Italian team. The coaches not being able to talk to the yachts while racing is in progress too, just for the viewers. They have to disconnect the comms before the pre-start, so no communication allowed under the rules.
Rossa aggressively protecting the right-hand side of the track. It's closing up.
If you remember the first race of the semi-final between these two, it wasn't until leg 5 that Luna Rossa got the lead because American Magic had come out of the gate flying. Could we see the same thing?
Yeah, we're going to go on a lay line, a comfortable lay line here.
Come in, rolling up and touch rookie.
Okay, happy to set up there.
3, 2, 1, airborne.
Hi, stand by. 3, 2, 1.
Rossa, final tack to the top gate for the last time. But look who is coming at pace. Right, it comes American Magic. Wow, they've picked up some gas coming in, and this will be the last leg heading home. Race 4 between these two in the Louis Vuitton Cup semi-finals. Have American Magic got something in the tank?
Big push business.
Americans have to be brave here and keep pushing the boat hard and fast.
Offset to 0, Lucas.
Nothing to lose here for them. They just got to keep sending it hard. Shoulders back and go.
Stand by.
Let's go on to chase 0. Petey, what do you think? Last leg.
American Magic have had a really strong second half to this race. Initially, I thought, well, they've had another one of those little touchdown jibes on America's Magic. How costly is that going to be? I was giving them a bouquet, but that last jibe was a bit of a slider. American Magic are certainly in the hunt with this one.
It'll be low target, so that's coming here. Thank you. Stay with me.
This next cross, really critical for the race, and
really close here.
American Magic on a huge tow-away puff here, so
a couple of good maneuvers and
they are the giveaway boat.
Steer around it.
It's wrong into him, maybe.
Yep.
Hold back.
Yeah, a bit tight for the Catenaccio at the moment.
Copy.
May try a lockdown. If he does, probably roll out.
Copy.
It'll be your board then.
Yeah, no, just be a normal.
Yeah, pressure-wise.
Super cool heads on board
here, guys.
American Magic. Great
We're going
words
the
of
right
wisdom
way.
there by Tom Slingsby, keeping it chill.
No higher, please. Okay, nice shift to us.
Too close really for Luna Rossa to defend and try and jibe in front.
Just have to go to lane.
Yeah, absolutely, too close to defend for sure.
Little lift, yes.
So it will be a drag race. to the finish here for both teams. How brave are they going to be to push hard?
Off with this righty. Happy?
Well, they've got to be brave, Glenn. They have to be. They're not brave here and can't get the win. They're 0-4 down, and that America's Cup dream is starting to waver.
Camp not all the way down here on Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. That's not their best job. The Italians didn't get the board all the way down, so gains back to the Americans here. This is going to be bow and bow.
American Magic right of way, Yacht.
Big push, boys. Big fun, boys.
Final quarter of the last leg in race 4. American Magic with the green have right of way. Have they got enough speed?
I think we are crossing.
Coming down here.
Positive crossing. Hollywood.
Are they going to snatch one?
Trim us down. Yeah, all good. Everything trim us down.
Oh, super close here. Possible protest.
Eagle in here.
So Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli get the win, and a close win at that. Wow, 2 seconds! The Italian fans go wild, and they go 4-0 in the Louis Vuitton Cup semi-finals. Woo! How good was that?
Wasn't helping there, huh?
Well, at least some burning kneecaps at the moment from both cyclor teams. They'll be sucking in the big ones here.
No, it got stuck at 35. I wonder if it was lift or not, but it just stopped pumping there.
Confirmation of probably the tightest race we've had this whole regatta. 2 seconds. A 2-second win to Luna Rossa Prada Pirelli. But that 2 seconds means 4 points. 1 to go. And there in the Louis Vuitton Cup final, there is the number. Green, green, green. Green means go. Red means stop. And are the Americans on their way out?